San Antonio. And they're going to have to jump it again. Shaquille O'Neal and David Robinson, a pair of 7'1" centers. And the Magic in black will get it started. Penny Hardaway, Del Negro picks him up. It's Dennis Scott with the first shot as he goes over Dale Ellis. That'll be an interesting matchup throughout. Two excellent three-point shooters. Ellis to Del Negro. Inside to Robinson. His first move is the hook over Shaq, way off. Avant with a rebound, and Hardaway brings it in.
Dick, as we watch the Orlando Magic, the one thing that they want to do is try to establish Shaquille O'Neal early and try to get his game off and then work to the shooters on the outside. He misses his first opportunity.
Yeah, both big men well off on their first attempt. J.R. Reed. Former North Carolina star ties it at 2.
This is a mismatch for Penny Hardaway, but it's taken away by David Robinson.
Robinson is averaging 3.4 blocks a game. Anderson can't hit. Robinson with a rebound. Over O'Neal. The Admiral gets the first bucket. 4-2 for the home team, Spurs. Dennis Scott partially blocked by Robinson. O'Neal has it taken away by Willie Anderson. Anderson foul.
Whenever a player gets beat defensively, you're looking for that last line of defense, and David Robinson is a huge force challenging Dennis Scott. That one comes up short, but there's Shaquille O'Neal to mop up, picks up the foul.
O'Neal, fans not that kind to a man who, as a high schooler here in San Antonio, did so very well. State championship, and not very healthy at the line this year at 52%. But O'Neal perfect on those two, and it's tied at 4. Shaq's first too little presence here in San Antonio. Dale Ellis inside the line, 6-4 Spurs.
You have Ellis and Scott, two great catch-and-shoot guys, and they're matched up against each other, and they both have to stick it well this afternoon to take pressure off the inside players, O'Neal and Robinson.
Inside to Shaq. Pulls his way against the Robinson and slams it home. 4 points for Shaq. You think he didn't want to play big today? Robinson's turn. They clear it out for him. J.R. Reed. Shaq volleyballs it out but couldn't save. Anderson takes it in. Willie Anderson, San Antonio by 2.
You know, hockey, and they got to get an assist to somebody. Give David Robinson an assist because he blocked off Shaquille O'Neal so he could get in.
Shaq setting up a pick and pick and roll as Scott trying to get it to his buddy Shaq. Kicked out by San Antonio.
Shaquille O'Neal just powers his way into David Robinson, and once he gets him off his feet, they say he should learn something other than that, but that's the best shot in the book.
You bet, straight down. Robinson trying to get in front of O'Neal, failed, and then the missed shot and foul by J.R. Reed, who tried to come over on the help. So Shaq O'Neal back to the line.
David Robinson gambled. You never want to gamble down on the post, and Robinson goes out in front, and that leaves Shaq too much room, too much power, and they pick up the foul, but he misses the first attempt.
Numbers for O'Neal's. He's now 3 for 4 from the line, and San Antonio's lead whittled to 1. Robinson using his speed to get around Shaq, and the reach-in foul by O'Neal. David Robinson, unlike O'Neal, a solid free throw shooter, hitting 3 out of 4 on the year, around 75%.
That's going to be the concern for Brian Hill and Shaquille O'Neal, staying out of foul trouble against the quicker, more mobile David Robinson.
Who hits them both. 3-point game as Penny Hardaway from Memphis State brings it in. They run it Shaq. Find the open man. Dennis Scott for 3, and it's there to tie it at 10. 5 points for Scott. J.R. Reed over Avan. Good block out by Nick Anderson. Hardaway to Shaq for an easy 2, and O'Neal has 7. Magic with the lead.
Remember, David Robinson was on that Western Conference All-Star team, and one of the guys that Penny Hardaway swear they'd get even with for doubling and tripling his man Shaquille O'Neal.
Last touch by Dale Ellis. Oh, here come the Magic, leading by a basket. Under 8 minutes to go, opening quarter. They're feeding Shaq a steady diet. Rebound J.R. Reed. Ellis for 3. Dale Ellis sends San Antonio on top by 1. Dennis Scott. Another 3 for him, 2 in a row, and Scott with 8 points to lead all scorers. Robinson on the give and go to Vinny Del Negro. It's tied at 15. The pace early going here in San Antonio, red hot.
The offensive execution has been very clean for both teams to this point. Turnover.
Willie Anderson made the play. Dale Ellis at the other end. 7 for Ellis. San Antonio back in the lead. Fans cheering as much for the defensive play by Anderson, taking it away from Shaq as the result at the other end. Off the mark is Hardaway. Dick Enberg with Steve Stanford Jones. Welcome to San Antonio. Underway here in the first quarter, midpoint of this first period. And it's been red hot, the offensive action. Dale Ellis unable to hit, and the Magic Avan brings it down at 17-15. The Spurs leading. Shaq O'Neal off to a good start on his 22nd birthday. Has 7. And they've been trying to feed him in his battle against David Robinson. The All-Star center of the San Antonio Spurs. We'll be right back after this word. So what are we doing here? Yeah. Right. So they've seen no tees or any of that other stuff. In other words, the 22nd birthday, all of that, we can repeat that right here. Okay. All right, I'll do a little thing on the Shaq for 22 in the fact that were you ever... Probably we see Rodman come in here, do you think, or not?
Another 3 minutes, probably.
We direct your attention to Jungle Clock. Proud to recognize our Toyota teacher of the day, Laura Hanson. Laura is a second grade teacher at Port St. Elementary School. Port St. Elementary School District. For the second straight year, San Antonio Toyota Boys Association.
And we welcome you to this beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas. 34,000 plus. They've opened the upper deck here at the Alamo Dome. Dick Enberg with Steve Jones. 22nd birthday for Shaquille O'Neal. Were you ever 22?
Oh, I'd give so much to be 22 all over again.
Against David Robinson, and what a matchup. Intriguing inside. Here are the two big men at work.
It is power against speed and quickness, and early in the ball game they have established Shaquille O'Neal's presence inside, but it has been David Robinson who has had the better of the matchups in the 3 meetings, and David Robinson not only has won the matchup, but his San Antonio Spurs have won the game.
Shaquille O'Neal, who played his high school basketball here, led Page High School to the state, or Cole High School to the state championship, unbeaten 36-0, returns home, and would like nothing more than to outshine Robinson, the Spurs star, and a foul. Event with the foul is first.
A tough effort after they missed a shot from Hardaway. Anthony Avent, who's really yet to get involved in the ball game, trying to make a play on the ball, picks up the personal. Dennis Rodman has made his first appearance in this afternoon's contest.
A non-starter. Rodman comes in with 5:53 remaining in the first quarter. Look at that rebounds, almost 18 a game, only 4 points a game, his lowest scoring average, but far and away the leader in rebounds. In fact, he needs only 4 to reach 1,000 for this season. Del Negro has it deflected by Hardaway, and Hardaway with a great save to Shaq O'Neal. Look at the big men go. Oh, my! Robinson and Shaq O'Neal in a foot race, and the 22-year-old lights it up for 9. 9 points for O'Neal. The game is tied.
You didn't see Shaq's tongue come out on that one. I mean, he picked it up, and I mean, he was thinking dunk all the way. A big effort by him. They've got Del Negro under control, but he knocks that one down.
Vinny Del Negro, former Jim Valvano star at North Carolina State, has 4. Both the Magic and San Antonio have had some good winning streaks here in February, March.
Dennis Scott got off to a great start, and now Rodman is guarding him, and we'll see if they cool him down.
Nick Anderson from long range gets the tray. His first point. 2019 for the visitors. Now Rodman's role offensively is almost, what, a point forward?
That's right. He directs traffic. He basically tells everybody where to go, makes the passes, and then chases the ball after it goes in the air. 6 on the shot clock.
Del Negro not there, and there's Rodman battling for the rebound, but losing it to Nick Anderson. And look at him hawk him defensively. Give him a little pat as well. 20-19 Orlando. Penny Hardaway, the brilliant rookie from Memphis State, lays it off to O'Neal. It won't drop, but he is fouled by David Robinson, I believe. Rodman had his hand in there as well. It's Robinson.
Look at O'Neal. He's salivating right there. The tongue goes out a la Jordan, and he carries it home under the pressure of David Robinson chasing. But they got a two-man game going between Anthony Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, and Hardaway seems to be intent on giving Shaquille O'Neal a big afternoon. He's giving him chances in pick and rolls and every opportunity to score the ball, and to this first quarter of play, O'Neal has been brilliant.
Shaq O'Neal just 6 points behind David Robinson for the scoring lead in the NBA, and he's been, for him, hot at the line. 5 for 6 free throws and 11 points for Shaq O'Neal.
Anderson turned it over, carried the basketball, and O'Neal will come out for an early breather, and Tree Rollins comes in.
player coach Tree Rollins with all his experience. I asked him, I said, what's the difference between first impressions, coaching, and playing? He says, long hours. Coaching, long hours. Hardaway and the Magic on the attack with a 3-point lead.
The game changes for the Magic without O'Neal in the ball game. They come back to a perimeter player.
Evans with a miss and able to put back for his first points of the game, and it's the biggest lead by either team, 5. We should mention as they go on defense, the Magic, Dennis Scott playing with a very heavy heart. He will leave for the funeral of his father, shot and killed in Washington, D.C. on Thursday. But he elected to play these last 2 games. David Robinson, he has 6.
The game really becomes advantage David Robinson with Tree Rollins in the lineup, because Tree is not an offensive threat. That means Robinson can roam and help defensively, and we'll find out whether the Magic try to penetrate and get inside.
Rollins right back to Nick Anderson, and Anderson has hit his 2 attempts, 26-21 for the Magic. And Shaq O'Neal, an interesting move by Coach Brian Hill to give him an early breather. There have been a lot of pressure, of course, on him coming here, his 22nd birthday, back in San Antonio, so many relatives and friends. Robinson against the veteran Tree. Rollins scores, and he is fouled. And with that, a timeout. Robinson will be at the line when we return. 2:47 left in the first quarter. The battle between the Admiral and the birthday man continues.
Orlando may be the Magic, but we have Houdini's favorite house track. Here is the Coyote. Also, please welcome San Antonio's own magician, Philip.
They kind of keep a constant running score every time you do if you do a Shaq like that and you go like that, 11, I'll know that's Robinson. You know. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I hate when that happens. Okay. In what? Okay. So Cleveland finally got it. It was going to take 20 minutes to play 7 seconds, huh?
A lot of timeout.
Oops. All right. Welcome back to the Alamo City, San Antonio, and joining us is Hannah Storm.
Well, Dick, as your sideline reporter today, I feel it's important to tell you about a direct correlation between Dennis Rodman's hair color and his winning. It seems that there indeed is one. Dennis Rodman, as you can see, has much more fun as a blonde. He's 25-8, including the ever-popular demolition look that he was sporting earlier this season. As a redhead, he doesn't fare too well, 3-5. Now, purple, I don't think this was Dennis's best color, but he did play well as a purple-headed worm, 9-2. And blue, well, that didn't last long, but he was 3-2. Dick?
Well, keep track. He told us yesterday, and of course you can't, as Dr. J said, you can't really rely. He likes to put you off. He was going to go white today, and I guess this is a lesser blonde, but you can't argue with the numbers, and his coach, John Lucas, says stay blonde, stay blonde.
He prefers either platinum, as we see today, or blonde, and Dennis Rodman looks better in blonde. 3-point play for David Robinson.
He now has 9, and it's a 2-point game. The Magic in the lead. Orlando with a 7-game win streak, their longest in franchise history, just ended this past week. And Dennis Scott, since becoming a starter, has been red hot from outside. Another 3 for him.
Well, Shaq is back in the game along with Tree Rollins, and Antoine Carr is in, and Carr is a tremendous low post player. They want to get him off.
Around Tree Rollins, and then has to dish out to Henderson. Ellis with 9 on the clock. 29-26. Dale Ellis with 9. Approaching the 2-minute mark, opening quarter. Hardaway, he and Nick Anderson in the backcourt, averaging about 15 and a half a game. Into Shaq O'Neal, power move, and O'Neal is off to a great start with 13 to lead all scores.
Those that say he doesn't have anything but a dunk, he has shown him the entire arsenal this afternoon as Ellis finds David Robinson over the top.
In your face for the Admiral. He has 11, so the two centers leading their teams, 11 for Robinson, 13 for Shaq. They're just within a handful of points separating them for the scoring lead in the NBA. Scott has hit 3 already. 4 3-pointers in the opening quarter for this young man who's been highs and lows this week with the emotions, trying to forget about his father's death, and basketball being that escape. No basket, the whistle before the drive by Robinson. What it makes this fascinating, Steve, for the fan is you've got the young kid with all the power, all the future against the Robinson, who has 7'1", is so quick. There's no one faster or quicker a foot in the middle than is Robinson.
That is true. I thought you were going to say veteran. As you can see, Shaquille O'Neal is not happy with the call, but that's his second personal foul. David Robinson says, I'm right in the middle. I'm not too old. I'm not young enough yet, and I still got a lot of mileage in him. But the quickness has been his big weapon against Shaquille O'Neal. Jump shot, David.
You got to respect that ability to hit the jump shot. Rebound, Tree Rollins. Interesting lineup in used by Brian Hill. Not happy that the ball came to him on the turnover.
Now there's where Dennis Rodman is his best. Just being a pass. Rollins had the rebound under control. He just got up in his face, bothered him, and he threw the ball just a little bit too far ahead, and it's a turnover. San Antonio has it back.
See Rodman with that plastic mask. He really doesn't need it anymore to protect a injured nose, but kind of likes to look. Out of bounds off the Magic. Rodman again in the thick of things.
You can see Rodman in here trying to battle for the ball, and Tree Rollins will get it. Now watch Rodman just get up in there and just be an irritant, and now Tree can't find the angle, and it's a turnover.
Rodman shocked he got the ball in shooting position. It's Antoine Carr. Rodman with a rebound, misses that putback. Puts it up and scores, but no basket. He travels. He's averaging only 4 points a game, by far the lowest of his career. It's almost as if he doesn't want to shoot. He has to there. That's about all we'll see him take.
He had that put back and just stuck it underneath the rim, and now knowing that O'Neal is there trying to get in position, that's where he turns it over with the travel.
Averaging only 3.4 attempts a game, so you got more than half of his total right there in that little shot and putback. Shaq, goaltending. Antoine Carr said, you didn't give me a piece of the cake. I was going to snatch that one away before it goes into the twine.
Again, on this position where he can come strong to the right hand, the jump hook, which is working for him today, goaltending.
5-point game, knocked out of bounds to San Antonio with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Anthony Avant returns, and Shaq O'Neal will be rested with 15 first quarter points on his 22nd birthday. To Rodman with a left hand. Dennis Rodman, his first points, 33. Look at 36-30 in the long shot, far from reaching any iron. So Shaq O'Neal, and while the fans love him, at the same time his opponent don't like him, as they've shown some boos, they have to admire the 15 points. He is off. Well, he said he wants to score 60 someday on target.